Hello everyone, welcome back to Subsistence. We are in on location. This is where the small hunter base or the first hunter base spawned in. It is not here, and for whatever reason, I have no idea where it went. I don't know if that's common for this sort of thing to happen. Actually had a couple of videos recorded in between this one and the last one. I have decided to go ahead and release this one because I am very curious what has happened. Is this a common thing for the hunter base to despawn and move? Does this happen often? Like I said, this is new to me. I've never played this game with the hunter bases on before. I don't know how they act. I know one way to have them move is to crack the BCU. I've seen that done. I know that they'll build back in a different location. However, if you have been watching this series and keeping up with this, you know that in my base there is absolutely nothing to make a BCU cracker with. I mean, we probably could come up with a few things, but nowhere near everything needed. We are not that far along yet to have that. I do see that bear, and he's probably going to chase me, which is not great. I really don't know what happened. I would love to figure out what went wrong, if I did something wrong, if this is common. Like I said, I really don't know. So hopefully someone has some insight on this. If you do, please don't hesitate to leave it in the comments down below. I really, again, like I said, I really don't know what happened. I got too close to the bear again. That's exactly what happened, and he may kill me this time. Because I don't have enough stamina to outrun him continuously. Okay, so we are going to have to swim back over here. Again, I really have no idea what went wrong. So, that happened. Let's see if we can get out of the water here on our platform. Yes, we can. So let's get back into our base, and I will show you guys where I am and what has changed. I have done a little bit of work since the very last episode that was posted, but I really don't know how to proceed, or if there's something that I did wrong, if this base will ever spawn back in. Maybe it'll move to a different location. I really am lost, and I really don't know what to do. I don't know if there's a problem with my game, or I have so I had a couple of saved files. I backed them up. I reloaded the game. I've done quite a few things to try to fix this. Again, I really am not very technical. This just sort of is a hobby for me. It's just something for me to do. I started out really just recording videos for our family to watch, but I'm super excited to have a couple of subscribers, especially those who I don't know. So, speaking of subscribers, I had a wonderful commenter. And I am super thankful for this information. So we have been talking about needing a greenhouse or something for the farm to grow. However, that seems to be not the case, because this commenter has tested this in their games, and they say that the crops for now will grow without the need for a greenhouse type thing. They are also telling me, and I did end up finding the fortress base, but they were telling me that the fortress base would not have a campfire, which is kind of scary, honestly. It's one of the easiest things to detect on the map. However, I did end up finding the fortress base, and I don't really love the location of it, and I do think there's rogues very close by. So I just want to kind of catch everyone up. Since the last video, in the very last video that was posted, I made the fridge. Let me just go back in real quick. It's not going to be a very productive video, but I kind of want to get some information on a few things. So in the last video, I'd made the fridge. I have since almost enclosed this entire base in. I'm so very thankful for that. I have been, I had a couple of run-ins with a cougar. The first one was totally by accident. I did end up killing it. The second one, I ended up placing a frame up there in the spawn location. Not a frame, I'm sorry, a foundation. And it ran toward me, and I've seen other people say that the cougars would run away like the wolves, but that wasn't the case for me. The cougar actually attacked the foundation, and I ended up killing it while it was doing that, which is okay, I guess. I mean, it is the cheesiest way in the world to kill animals. However, I am super new to this, and I'm going to take advantage of some of these things. So I did get some fruits and veggies in me. I've made another base light over here for the nighttime so we can see downstairs. I'm not sure if you noticed everything down here, but I have made a few walls. I've moved this around. This doesn't go anywhere. It was just annoying being at the bottom of the stairs and on the fishing platform. So I just put it there as a placeholder for now. I'm sure we can find a place for it later. So in this crate, I think I showed you guys everything. We have a couple of things here for masks. We have some gears that we've gotten from rogues. We have some alloy sheets that we got from a locked crate. We have some fruits and veggies that are coming from our planter boxes upstairs. In this crate, we don't really have a lot of stuff. I thought I saw someone out the corner of my eye. Sorry about that. Don't really see them now. So in this crate, we don't really have a lot of supplies. We have wood and some planks and nails and the normal building stuff. We have been refining some ores. We have iron, copper, and some glass fragments here. We do have a little bit of ammo left here. I probably should get a couple more shotgun rounds, and I don't have any more rifle rounds. Let's check on yeah, that's going to burn out soon. I don't think I have a fuel brick, but I have enough fiber to make that. I'm going to go ahead and just store some of this stuff away that I don't need right now. Nails up here, wow. I'm just going to go ahead and put the fuel brick in here. I know it's a little bit of a waste right now. I also had a couple of canteens disappear. I made a couple of extra. I had some scrap. We were pretty desperate for scrap in the last episode. I have done, in between a couple of recordings, I had done a lot of off-camera looting and wood gathering just so we would have enough to sort of work on our build. I don't mind doing some of the grindier work off camera. It's not a big issue. So I did find the fortress base while we were in between a couple of videos. However, I don't really love the location of it, but there's nothing really that I can do to change it for now, unless it just despawns like the first hunter base did. The very small one, or the smallest one. So the middle hunter base, it's still there. It's doing really well. I'm going to try to show you where I have found the fortress base, if I can remember exactly where it was. It has been a couple of days. The weekend was here. I don't really record on the weekend. I use that time to spend with family. There's a bear down there. So I haven't played this in a couple of days. I haven't even looked at the map in a couple of days. I didn't watch the last video footage that I had either. I just sort of wanted to jump straight in here and ask a couple of questions. So this video will probably come out on Tuesday. I did have one already edited for Monday. Okay, so I do think that that this is going to end up being the fortress base down here. Let me sort of get, so this is the ore rock that I like to come to get all of the ores. There's usually a bunch on there, and it's really close to this location, which means we could end up aggroing the guys from the fortress base by being on this rock or in sight from this rock. So the fortress base is just going to be right in between these trees. I do think that's it. Again, it looks definitely bigger than some of the other bases that we've seen develop so far. I don't think this is going to be a good angle to see it. There's a wolf right over there as well. Let me go back over on this side. This one does not have the campfire at night. It's basically just, there is a hunter. So it's basically just the glow sticks from the hunters at night, which is what the commenter left in the comments, that I wouldn't see a campfire, that it would just be the glow sticks, and that happened to be the case. So I just want to say thank you to the commenter, and please keep sending me helpful information. I'm definitely okay with that. So again, if any of you have had a base despawn like that, please tell me, did it just reappear in the same location? Was it a different location altogether? What caused it, if you know? Was it just a glitch in my game? Is my game broken? Am I only going to have the 2 bases now to loot eventually when I get that far? Which is going to take some time. Yeah, I'm really curious to know what I did wrong, or yeah, what went on with that. So I'm just gathering up a couple of things while we're out. I do hear a bear to my right. So I can still get to the big tree here, which is okay, without being noticed by the hunters at the fortress base. So I really want to get this chopped down. Well, it's not chopping it down, but I really want to get the wood from this tree. We got a grub for fishing, which is wonderful. Let's see if we can find the medium hunter camp. It's been a while again. Like I said, it's been a couple of days. And at some point you kind of get used to where they are, and then you sort of forget. So I wonder if the hunters or the fishermen from the fortress base will end up coming to the water here at the lake to fish, or will they go to the smaller pond that is kind of up on that direction. Or maybe they'll use both locations. So I do think that you go up this direction to find the medium hunter base. I do remember hearing someone chopping trees in this area earlier when I was going over to the location of the first base. So maybe there's rogues in the area here. There's a wolf here. He's coming this direction? No, he isn't. That almost looks like a campfire, but I assume it's some type of plant or weed. Yeah, it's just those dry looking plants. Wolf, I guess you're gonna end up in the fridge. Wow, that was very loud. I really hope I didn't attract anyone. Okay, so let's move right over here and get the scrap, hopefully. Let's reload the shotgun. And maybe we can see the hunter base from up here on this rock, maybe. Okay, map. So it should be very, very near the area that I'm in, I think. Did it despawn as well? I don't know. Maybe I should go over here. Maybe I was getting way too close to it. So it appears that the second hunter camp is right there. I don't know what kept him from attacking me, but there is a hunter right there. I'm not sure how well it's going to pick up in the video, but he's right there, walking around. I'm going to scooch on out of here. I do hear someone chopping wood. I'm not sure if that's him or if that is from rogues. However, I am going to go in this direction and see what I can find over in this area. There may or may not be rogues over here. Maybe that wood chopping was coming from the hunter base and not from rogues in general. But who knows, right? So let's see, what can we do today? So we know that there was a couple of crates over in that area, but there was also a bear over there. Looks like there's quite a bit of sandstone down here as well. Maybe we'll try to get some of that. Our pickaxe is about to break, so I'm not sure how much of that we could possibly get. So at first when I saw this base missing over here, I thought maybe it was just a like a loading issue or something, like it wasn't loading in or whatever the case may have been. But it appears that it's just definitely not there. When I can walk in that area and not be attacked or it not load in, there's probably nothing really that I can do about that. We will wait until it gets dark and check the map and see if we can find where it might potentially have spawned. Maybe it'll spawn over on the side that I'm building on, and maybe it'll be it'll be close to the medium base and the fortress base. Again, I'm just thinking out loud here. I really have no idea where that would spawn in, or why it's not even there. Like, I don't know why it's not where it's supposed to be, or where I think it's supposed to be. But I'm gonna get on over, pick the strawberry first of all. I'm gonna get over and get back in the base. It's getting a little bit dark, or getting a little bit later in the evening, which is okay. This really wasn't supposed to have been a very productive video. It was one of these that I just really wanted to know what happened. I know earlier in this video I said that it would probably be released on a Tuesday, but it could even be released Monday evening, even though I've already posted a video before recording this one. I just really would love some feedback on this. Blueberry. I almost thought that plant was a fisherman. Okay, let's get this ore. The reason I didn't go back in the water and get the sandstone is that bear just seemed to be annoyed by me being there. And I know that they can come in the water and kill you. So I just wanted to sort of leave them alone for now. So we do have some food that we can have. I did end up catching quite a bit of fish. It seems like the fish moves up your protein relatively well. I'm going to have a small fish just to finish that up. It's close enough. Well, it actually filled it completely. I do think it is July now. Yeah, I guess that's the reason for all of the strawberries. It is summer. It's a summer thing. Oh, there was a liver that I didn't even notice was in there. Just gonna put a few things away where they belong. Biofuel. I need to put this fat in the fire. Fat. I didn't put the worm over there. The grub, the fishing bait. The ash goes upstairs. This is iron, I think. Yeah, iron and potassium maybe. And a little bit of copper. We're doing still okay. We have 500 power and 100 mass. We do have a couple of base lights now that we can switch on. Sort of helps brighten things up. It's still dark kind of over in this area, but that's okay. I would like to get a chicken in a animal housing. I do think that's going to be a little while from now, just because I didn't really have enough stuff to feed them. We ended up finding a ton of cottonseed. I really appreciate the fact that we found so much. We have 24 pieces of cotton, and we still have one more seed, which is great. We have a bed of tomatoes here, I think. Yeah, they are nearly half grown. Don't have any water for them. Ooh, there's 3 waters right here. Probably should have kept those other ones on me, those other canteens. Yeah, it's close enough to being full. Yeah, I need to get some water and get that going again. Okay, so I'm gonna do this little trick that I have heard people talk about where you can zoom in with the rifle and click on the map and it zooms the map in. So we did have rogues just here and we ended up missing them. I don't know how that happened. And I'm not sure if you can see it or not on the map. I'm not sure how well that's going to pick up on the map. But this is the medium hunter camp. And right here is the ore rock, which means that the fortress base should be right in this area somewhere. But I don't see any of the glow sticks just yet. I've never really been over in that area yet to check them out. So there was something here, but I think that was just the dust from the rock, or from the animals. Yeah, this is just the dust kick up from the animals. I think this is rogues here. I would really love it though if this would be the small camp, because that would give me this area of the map that I could use. I know this one would be kind of taken up already and would be difficult to navigate over here. But I don't really see their glow sticks yet. I did see them in the previous video. But we did see their base today, so it's somewhere in this area, I think. Someone must have been out fishing at the pond. Here's the pond. So that was rogues that have moved now after the game saved. Yeah, I don't know why we're not seeing any evidence of the fortress base here. But let's zoom out on the map, which means let's not be as close with our rifle zoomed in. So yeah. Rogue, where are you? Here's a rogue camp. This is my base, of course. This is, let's see, this right here is where the small hunter camp was. You can see that it's no longer there and that I've uncovered this by being in this area. I don't really see any rogues around the lake, period, at all. And you can see a glow stick now from the fortress base right here. But anyway, I don't really know where the small hunter base will be. But I really think this is rogues right here. And yeah, these are the two that we know. So there's that. I really hope someone has some insight onto what has happened to that base. If you've never had that happen before, I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know where I went wrong, if I did something wrong, or what has happened. I have no idea. But you can see the campfire from the rogues just across the lake. Yeah, right there. But anyway, let me know anything that you have experienced or know in the comments. Thank you so very much to the new subscribers. Thank you to the commenter who left all the wonderful advice for me. Again, thank you for just hanging out with me today, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And until next time, you guys have yourselves a great day.